I'm joined by Madam Neerja Kapur, CMD of India's biggest non-life insurance company, New India Assurance. Thank you so much, ma'am, for talking to ET now. Just want to start with, while entering to your office, we saw all around the Women's Day celebration. So I think you're also coming from Women's Day celebration only. So just want to understand, when we talk about the financial inclusion and you are at the helm of the company, how over the years financial inclusion has improved in context of women?
So thank you, Anurag. And yes, I have just come from the Women's Day celebration, which we have held today for all the women in our organization. Tomorrow being a holiday, so we decided to hold it today. So in New India, if you find that women have got a very good place, and we are a very diverse organization with more than about 13,000 employees. Today, our percentage of women which we have across all cadres is about 31%. And over time, we have seen that women have risen to the top management also. In fact, among our general managers, we have 8 general managers. 5 of them are women.
Okay.
So that's more than 60%.
5 general manager and CMD.
And CMD. So that's more than 60% in the top management. We also have, our regional office in charges, and we have more than 30 regional offices across India, and more than 25 offices across different countries in the world. There also the women participation who are heading the offices is more than 30%.
Okay, so overall more than 30% is, I think it's more than private sector.
Possibly slightly more than the private sector, because in the public sector there has never been any discrimination against women, and there's always been gender parity and also equal pay. Whereas you do find in various other sectors there would be some difference in the pay also when it comes to genders. Also, I have seen that in the financial sector particularly, women have been doing very well, whether it's banking or whether it's insurance. And now, of course, we are seeing in different spheres, whether it's in politics or in science or in technology,
everywhere.
Women are doing extremely well.
Nari Shakti is there.
Nari Shakti is there, yes.
Okay. Now I move to another question, which is the talk of the town all over. We have seen New India is in news from last 2-3 months. The stock price has almost gone more than 100%. It has reached up to the mark of 300 also. What has actually happened in New India? Because market also wants to know. Every week there is some traction in New India Assurance stock.
So I would say that in the last 5 years, the stock price was possibly undervalued to a large extent. And over the last 5 years, we have seen that a lot of provisions had to be made for, expenses which were not catered for. For instance, we had the one-time pension option, which a large amount had to be provided for. Then we had the wage arrears. A lot of amortization of expenses happened over a period of, 4 to 5 years. In fact, this is the last year that we will be doing the amortization of pension expenses. And from next year onwards, all expenses are taken care of as and when they are incurred. In fact, last year also when we had the wage revision, more than 3,000 crores we incurred, we decided to take that entire impact of it in the entire of financials of last year. So going forward, we will not be carrying forward any amortization expenses, and we will be just
so this stock
year to
reaction
year.
In stock, it was subdued and it was due for over the years, and now we
Yes, and we are also seeing that there has been a very positive sentiment towards the PSU stocks in general, whether it's the banking sector or the insurance sector. So yes, I would say that we are now seeing a surge, a better improvement in the prices, and hopefully in the days to come, the stock price will definitely be reflective of the company's net worth.
Okay, be reflective of the company's network. But ma'am, when we see the quarterly results, there is some sort of pressure in Q2 also we have seen, in Q3 also we've seen. So do you think that when we talk about the combined ratio solvency, because there was a target by you that in Q3 onward the solvency will improve. So how do you think that on the profitability front you're improving?
So, insurance sector is always a very volatile business, especially the general insurance sector. A lot depends on the catastrophic events. And we have seen a lot of catastrophic events happening in the first quarter, and the second quarter, and even in the third quarter. So, yes, our results were under pressure in the second quarter. Third quarter, despite catastrophic events, two major catastrophic events occurring in Tamil Nadu, our results were much better. And we will definitely, we hope to see an improvement in the coming financials. I cannot make any comments on the fourth quarter results because obviously that will be very forward looking. But I am sure that going forward, the volatility tends to get evened out over the period of the entire financial year. And we will see in the days, months, years to come much better results for New India.
So, if we talk about the complete FY24, premium growth will be double digit?
See, we have always taken a conscious decision in the last 2 to 3 years that growth is not going to be the all-consuming factor. We will be looking at growth, of course, but with the accent on profitability. So even though we may not see the huge surge in volume growth that we have been seeing in the past of 15%, 20% growth, our growth is going to be muted to that extent. More consciousness is there on getting the good business. So muted growth in line with the market, maybe not exactly at 14-15% what the market is showing, maybe in the range of 9 to 10%.
9 to 10%, so it's a profitable growth.
Profitable growth. Our focus is on that, of course, but at the end of the day, the results will speak for themselves.
Okay. One more thing, so focus will be on which particular portfolios?
So the portfolios which are currently growing are, of course, health and motor. We are trying to develop the other lines of business, especially in the miscellaneous lines of business. We are trying to come out with more new policies which will be attractive to the younger generation and to the younger consumers, and which will be more in tune with the current requirements. But currently the growth majorly is happening in health and in motor.
Okay, health and motor, and we are seeing a lot of development in health sector. So ma'am, in health, combined ratios are likely to improve because you have come up with the cashless everywhere. Now there is a Supreme Court saying about to come with a standard rate, otherwise they may implement CGHS rate. So all these development will help New India?
Definitely, and not only New India, it will help the entire insurance sector. There is a strain on the health portfolio for all insurers, I would say, because the rates have been, growing in any which way direction. So yes, it's very essential to have standardized rates based on the kind of hospital, the kind of technology they employ, and also the kind of city that they are extending their services. But at the same time, we have to keep in mind that the hospitals also are investing a lot in technology and in providing the best of services, which are possibly the best in the world. So that also comes at a cost. So we have to be fair to both the hospitals also, and ensure that they get a sustainable price, and also in such a way that it does not impact the policy holder too largely.
And so what would be the combined ratio in health, target of combined ratio in health?
Combined ratio in health, we would obviously want it to be less than 100, but currently looking at the inflation of health costs, which is higher than the normal inflation, I would say a combined ratio in the range of 110 to 111% would be desirable.
And ma'am, just you spoke about the motor portfolio also. We have seen that last year also there was no change in motor TP rate. This year also likely to be no change from April. So how much pressure do you think it is creating on the motor front?
Yes, actually the TP rates have not been increased for a long time. Predominantly during the COVID period there was less traffic, so less claim frequency. So because of that the motor loss ratios were improved, and TP rates did not need to be improved at that point of time. But we are seeing in the last 1 to 2 years the claim frequency has increased, the kind of awards that are being given have also, the value of the awards has gone up, rate of interest have also gone up. So yes, it is creating a high outgo in the third party premium. We have taken up with the authorities for an increase in the premium rates, and we do hope and expect that there would be an increase in the premium rates.
My last question would be, because it started with the Women's Day celebration questions, and I will end up with again the women-centric distribution channel, Bima Vahak, which IRD has announced. So, according to you, how game changer this initiative would be, Bima Vahak?
I think it's a very good initiative taken by the regulator and supported by all the insurers. There are more than 250,000 gram panchayats across the country, and even if you get one woman from each of these gram panchayats, possibly more, you will definitely see that there will be an increase in the penetration. Women understand, give a woman an opportunity, and any woman will take it forward to its rightful conclusion, and you will find that women will be able to convince people to take insurance, the product Bima Vistar. And definitely this will help in increase of the penetration.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.